Hello, hello. Jamal Rashad here, Frederick's best interviewer. Today I'm with Lauren G. Koch. Say hello.
Hi.
So she has been in business since 2021, has been in Frederick since 2019. Her and her partner have been together since 2018, and she has two cats. So Valor Lives interview series episode 126. Why do I do what I do? Number one, because there's people who deserve to have their stories told. Number two, there's people out there who need to hear successful stories so they could be inspired. And number three, to let you know you could go out there without a bunch of fancy equipment and make an impact on your community. So just like always, each interview is right around that 10-minute mark, raw and uncut. So, Lauren, who are you and what do you do?
I am an integrative wellbeing practitioner and artist, and I do a little bit of everything. I wear a lot of hats. I do mobility training, herbalist classes, art classes, as well as Reiki, reflexology, sound, and a bunch of different healing modalities.
She does a little bit of everything. She's from Georgia, so we got that southern accent going on in here.
Yep.
Where do you do your practices?
My practice is in Thurmont.
Okay.
It's at Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center. It's a really cool place.
Okay. Anywhere else that you practice, or?
I teach at the Delaplane, Johnson Campbell Folk School, give rise with the Creative Alchemy Labs, as well as Powerhouse Studios in Hagerstown for all the mobility stuff.
Okay, so it sounds like they could find you pretty much anywhere,
Yep.
right? And then why do you do what you do? Like, how did you get involved in this type of industry, lifestyle, whatever?
Well, in about 2018, I had pretty much went completely immobilized. I have severe scoliosis in my lower back and hips, and it totally derailed my whole entire art career. I've been a blacksmith and an iron worker since I was 13.
Okay.
So a lot of that was pushing me toward mobility training.
Okay.
I had done some, but mostly heavy lifting with all of that sculpture work and everything. And so then I started going toward yoga and more mindful practices
Right.
to help me rebuild my body.
All right, I love it. And then what was your proudest moment of 2023?
2023 was sending my resignation letter to my part-time job.
Yeah, man. All right. Do we still like the part-time job or we don't like them anymore?
I'm not gonna say one way or the other.
Man, fuck them. Okay. what was your lowest moment of 2023 and how did you overcome it?
Being a full-time business owner can be very difficult.
Yes.
I tend to burn myself out because I just love working, I guess. And there's so many people I need to share these things with.
Okay.
So that was probably like around September, I completely burn out. October, I hit total, basically incapacitated again. I was having flares of passing out because I'm trying to navigate dysautonomia or POTS. We're still working on the verdict and whatever it is.
Okay.
It is. But yeah, that was kind of my lowest point was October, and I went completely downhill, and I've been rebuilding ever since.
Amen. I hear that. And then where do you want to be a year from now?
I would love to be doing retreats and stuff like that. And there's a couple of those coming down the pike already.
Okay. What type of retreats?
A lot of like creative mindfulness, mobility, and just like generally enjoying nature because it's so healing to be in nature and connecting to yourself as well.
I love that. And then do you have a morning routine, something you do every day to get your day started on the right foot?
Yeah, usually I have two cats laying on top of me when I try to wake up with the sun instead of an alarm. It's just a little bit more natural that way.
Okay.
But immediate bathroom routine, you know, all the bio break stuff. And then we go downstairs and I either, while I'm making coffee and breakfast, I tend to do like a daily devotional, and then I move into my yoga practice or meditation.
Okay. How long do you usually like to do yoga for?
Between 30 minutes to 2 hours if I can.
Okay.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, I could tell. And then what are the names of your two cats?
Finn and Cleo.
Finn?
Finn.
Finn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Finny Finnegan.
Okay. Finn and Cleo. Okay. How old are they?
He's about 12, I think, and she's pretty close behind, about 8 or 10.
Okay. Do they like sleep on your chest, that whole thing?
Yeah, a lot of times.
I got you. And then what book are you currently reading or audio are you listening to?
Well, I love Soul Boom.
Soul Boom?
Yes, it's by Rainn Wilson.
Okay.
Are you familiar?
No idea.
Do you know The Office, the TV show?
Yeah.
So Rainn Wilson was Dwight Schrute.
Okay.
And it's sort of like the spiritual revolution that we found ourselves in. You'll probably hear a lot of people saying, "I'm spiritual, not religious."
Yes, I've heard that before.
It's sort of like unpacking all of that. So
Okay.
definitely thumbs up. Go check it out.
Now, is that a book or is it an audio or a podcast?
It's a little bit of both. He wrote the book
Okay.
and now he has the podcast, and I really enjoy following him on Instagram.
Soul Boom.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. I'll check it out.
Yep.
And then do you have a go-to app like for productivity or entertainment or whatever?
Well, productivity typically is Trello and Google. Trello and Google Calendar. I also have an analog calendar that I use, and then I like Instagram just like everybody else, and TikTok.
What is Trello?
Trello is sort of like a productivity sorting app, so you can do little columns, and it's really great for when you're launching stuff. So before anything that I'm like, when I've launched my Patreon or these new retreats that are coming up, I always have all of these little categories that I can then pull and move and to-do list type situations.
Right. Another thing I'm going to look out for. And then what advice would you give to your 25-year-old self? I know that was only 5 years ago, but go back in time. What are you telling yourself?
Slow the fuck down.
Slow down. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, definitely not push so hard and enjoy the moment, because time just goes way too fast.
It does. And you mentioned earlier that you were burning yourself out.
Yeah.
So what do you do now to, other than like yoga, I guess, to settle down or get away or like you time?
Yeah. A lot of that is just taking time to go into the woods or just enjoying a cup of tea with my cats on the couch instead of like double tasking everything. That's always been my thing, is I have this huge long to-do list, whether it's I'm planning an exhibition or a new launch or something like that. So I'm constantly in that hustle culture sort of thing. And that ever since I had my first major burnout in 2018 and my health decreased so much, I've been trying to rebuild and do everything in a more mindful capsule.
I like that. And a cup of tea, is that like sweet tea?
No. I do my own herbal blends.
Your own herbal blends?
Yeah, I'm a herbalist.
Okay, fair enough. And then what are you most thankful for other than family?
My community, for sure. It's definitely, especially the Frederick Unitarian Universalist community.
Frederick Unitarian Universalist community.
Yep.
Okay.
It's we get together often and do nature things and sing and all kinds of stuff. It's more of earth practice, religious or spiritual practices. So it's not like your run-of-the-mill regular religious groups.
Where do y'all meet?
The Unitarian Universalist Church over on Elmer Dar Road.
Okay.
It's really cool. They have a labyrinth that you can walk.
Huh. I'm learning so much from you today. That's another thing I need to check out. Cool. And then what do you have exciting coming in 2024, either inside of work or outside of work?
I am co-hosting several retreats. I'm not going to reveal all of the stuff yet. They're still sort of secret, but I'm super, super excited for everything that's going to be rolling out in August. But what I've been enjoying the most has been the Creative Alchemy Labs that I've started.
And the retreats, are they going to be local to Frederick, or are they going to be online or in person? Like what?
A little bit of both. We're going to have, especially toward December, we're going to have like a winter wellness retreat that you can work on your own and sort of work through. But most of them are going to be either like 4-hour mini retreats or like a 3-day weekend somewhere in the area, either West Virginia or somewhere on the Maryland, like Deep Creek area.
Okay, nice. And then how can people get a hold of you? Facebook? Instagram?
Oh, yeah.
Website?
Yep. All of the above.
YouTube?
Yep. Got that.
And if they go to your website, then you'll have links to all of those.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Perfect. And feel free to message me too. I'm more than happy to connect.
All right. I loved it. And then last question is, Who is the mentor that you spoke to most recently?
That would be Francesca Severo.
Okay.
She was my private yoga instructor when I was first working through all of the mobility training, trying to rebuild my body. So I've joined her teacher Sangha, and I'm working on a retreat with her as well.
I love it. And is she local to Frederick?
Actually, more Silver Springs, Virginia area, but her practice is completely online, and then she does private sessions in person.
And then you said it was Francesca?
Francesca.
Shout out to you, Francesca. So that is it for today. Thank you for hanging out with us on Valor Lives Interview Series, episode 126. Go out there, show some valor. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Bye. Bye. That's it.
Cool.
We're done. Short, simple, to the point, nice and sweet. You were awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you. Man, this phone is freaking huge. Oh, yeah. Did you craft